Okay, so I'd installed the airbag helpers about a year ago now, and they work really well. I haven't messed about with them too much, but I had some time off over the Christmas break, decided to ditch the leaf springs and go with a 3-link setup, which I've just built. So I'm going to kind of just talk you through it. So here are the airbags themselves. The brackets are made, say, about a year ago, and they were on top of the leaf springs. So I've got rid of those. What I've done is install this huge bracket for the tri-link. It's on one side, you can see here. Huge bushings fixed at one end, and then on the other end it's a Y-link arrangement on one side, comes down here, and then at the front I've kept the same fittings I had for the traction bars, but this time I've changed the links so that these ones have got the big rock crawler 7/8 inch bushing at the front, which is adjustable, and obviously the pinion angle is adjustable by this 3rd link that goes up here, and the brackets, if you can see down there, are welded directly onto the axle, so massively strong. The positioning of the axle is with a track bar that you can see here. It's a rose joint or a aim joint, 3/4 at that end, and at this end I've fabricated in, you can see it there, a link onto the frame rails. So pretty straightforward. Took a bit of fabricating up to get it to fit. Everything else is as it was. Massively stronger than the leaf springs were previously, and I've been out for a few test drives in it, and honestly it's completely transformed the truck. It's like driving a Cadillac now at the back end. Super smooth, and of course it's not restricted on height from the leaf springs anymore. So I've got a helper at the front here, Toby, and he's going to operate the switches when I shout, and we'll see what happens. So if you can push the up button, Toby. See, it's not massively fast. I don't have any, keep going, I don't have any airbag tanks on it, so but it only takes about 15 seconds to get up to full height. Okay, if you leave it there, obviously it's pretty high at this point. Let me get back so you can kind of see it. And that probably runs about 3 inches above stock height, 3 or 4 inches above stock height. It will go a little bit higher, but I've got it set so it goes to the full stretch of the standard shocks. I've put links, brackets on the bottom here, if you can see them, the airbags sit on. And obviously you can change that to set it whatever you want. It's set now, so it's within the confines of these particular standard shocks. So it bottoms out on the airbags before the shocks bottom out, obviously. Okay, if you press the down button, Toby, down, that's up, down, there you go. You can see it sitting down, and it goes nice and low. Okay, stop. You can see the airbags are almost fully compressed at this point. I've got this bar here sat about as close as I can get it. You can see in there I've got a nice gap when the airbags are fully down. You don't really want this link too far over this side, because obviously you're putting twist onto the axle if you do that. So I think the setup I've got, and I kind of spent a bit of time researching and calculating this thing to make sure it was right. I think it's about the perfect combination here. If you see it all the way down now, the track bar is actually sitting slightly upwards on the right hand side, and if you go up again, Toby, if you go up to normal ride height, that track bar is just about bang on horizontal, so you don't get any axle twist or bump steer, or bump, sorry, not steer, but bump from the rear bags. Okay, stop. Okay, so that's the way. I'm going to put the truck bed back on, bolted up, and we're good to go. So if any of you guys got any questions. Oh, by the way, I did make one mistake. I didn't realise that I would have to change the muffler the muffler clashed with the this tri-link here, so I had to go and change it. I put a Magnaflow one on, fitted up real nice. In fact, I used the same, just see in there, I used the same mounting points. I'm going to put a bridging bracket on, the mounts on the back, and it keeps the things nice and fixed. It's actually a lot better than the factory one in terms of the strength and stiffness. Obviously it's rubber mounted, so it moves just about, but not very easily, so it's just about perfect. All worked out really well. Wasn't really counting on having to spend the money on an extra muffler because the other one was perfectly good, but hey, this one's a lot lighter. Talking of weight, I think I've got rid of probably about 20 or 30 pounds in weight from the back end, which is obviously a good thing. And obviously the carrying capacity, I've got a gauge actually, which I don't think you'll be able to see, but at the front here on the right hand side there's a gauge. You can see how much pressure's in it. Runs from about 30 to about 50 psi, and these bags will go way more than that, so it's got masses of extra capacity here, certainly a lot more than the leaf springs. Okay, thanks all.